In Russian fairy tale By the Pike's Command, there is a character called Yemela, also known as Yemelyan. Yemela is a simple village young man who likes to lie on the stove because he likes doing nothing. He is so lazy that it takes a lot of persuading to get him to do anything. The only thing that can motivate him to action is trees, which he loves very much. The villagers consider him a fool, so everything is forgiven. His lack of work and his lack of interest in everything in life. It's also interesting that the name Yemelyan, according to one version, means hard-working in Latin. Despite his laziness, Yemela is quite clever, resourceful, and very lucky. In the fairy tale Going to the River for Water in Winter, he manages to catch a magic pike with his bare hands. The pike promised to grant him all his wishes if Yemela let it go free. Being a kind soul, Yemela released her back into the ice hole, and the pike gave him a magic ring that grants wishes. Now buckets of water return home on their own, an axe chops wood on its own, a club beats enemies on its own, and a sleigh moves on its own without a horse. Curiously, Yemela mercilessly crushes people, saying, "Why did they even get under the sleigh?" Some believe this points to Yemela's royal nature and that he's not so simple. Rumors of Yemelyan's lordly behavior and complaints from those injured compel the Tsar to lure him to the palace with gifts. Meanwhile, Yemelyan managed to wish for the Tsar's daughter Maria to fall in love with him. When he leaves for home, the Tsarevna begins to yearn for him and demands her father return Yemelyan. The Tsar agrees, but when Yemelyan returns for the second time, he seals him and Princess Maria in a barrel and throws it into the sea. Through magic, the barrel washes up on the shore of an uninhabited island. Yemelyan builds a palace there and, at Maria's request, transforms into a handsome man. The Tsar, seeing the new palace on his land, arrives and fails to recognize the transformed Yemelyan. During a shared meal, the hero reveals himself to the Tsar and reminds him of his villainous deed. The Tsar is frightened, acknowledges Yemelyan's strength, and allows him to marry his daughter. Remarkably, there are 22 versions of this tale in Russian folklore. This tale also has two other titles, Yemela the Fool and The Tale of Yemela the Fool. So that's how it goes.